Today, we once again get to connect with an artist from around the world, and we have the honor of speaking with musician, DJ, director, and visual artist. Oh, and let's not forget, member of Linkin Park, Mr. Joseph Hahn, aka Chairman Hahn. Welcome to the show. Hello, Joe.
Hi.
Yeah. Reason for our conversation today is, of course, the 20th anniversary edition of Meteora. A lot of our listeners have very fond memories of this album. Come to think of it, this album is about as old as you when you joined Linkin Park. That's Mike Shinoda's band back in the day that would later turn into Linkin Park. So what are some of your most fond memories, earlier memories with the boys, and also creating Hybrid Theory, then Meteora together? I mean, it's a pretty crazy couple of years, right?
Yeah, when I met Mike, we went to art school together. We were both out of high school, going to Art Center College of Design, and I wouldn't even say it was Mike's band, because it was two guys made 3 songs on tape. That wasn't even a band. It was a project called Zero. We jumped on that, and then then years went by of us creating music together, which eventually led to us starting to work with Chester and then shifting it all under the name Linkin Park.
Yeah, so you're heavily involved in the band's album artwork and music videos. If I remember correctly, you and Mike actually flew in an European artist for the album of Meteora. So do you remember what else you did artistically and musically that was so different for this seminal album that led to the critical success that it had?
Yeah, when we flew in this artist Delta, who Mike and I both greatly admired in the world of graffiti and urban art. And it was just like, this is definitely someone who has a unique, cool style that we would love to collaborate. And he was kind enough to fly to LA. And our focus was, even though the destination of what we're doing was the mural itself, what we wanted to encapsulate and document was the process of making it and having that be the showcase. So like if you look at the cover of this box set, it's actually like a silhouette image of him spray painting on the floor with the mural in the background. So it's focused on the process of making things. And I think that was kind of a leading theme with making the Meteora record, when we accomplished a lot with Hybrid Theory, and we had a lot of energy in what we wanted to continue, what we wanted to create. But I think it would have been too daunting to think about, okay, how do we just do what we just did again? And we had to get back to the basics of, okay, let's enjoy the process of making it, and the outcome will be what it will be. And that's something that we followed and stayed true to, and came up with some great songs, enough great songs to the point where we have a lot of leftovers that are being presented 20 years later in this anniversary edition.
So for Meteora 20, the band is releasing a handful of previously unreleased singles, demos, artwork, footage in a box set, but mostly fans are just ecstatic to hear Chester's voice once again in a new Linkin Park release. We miss him. And you guys must feel that way too, exponentially more, I guess. Can you tell us maybe a story or a sentiment that best describe your interaction with him to help us rekindle our memories of Chester?
I think when, if there's different levels to like how much of a fan you are of the band. If you just listen to the records, there's a certain emotion. Like there's a self-reflective emotion leading to these big moments of extroverted like expressions, through screaming or just through his loud voice. But if you dig a little deeper, he was just like a really funny, like kind person that was just always like, this like trying to help people, just like trying to hang out, like just a good dude that, you know, was like a magnet. You know, people wanted to be around him. And you'll definitely see that if you look at the documentary footage, you know, you see a lot of it is just us horsing around, and kind of gives you like shows the lighthearted side of who we are, as opposed to the melodramatic presentation of how the music can be sometimes.
Yeah, there are a lot of Linkin Park fans here in Taiwan, and they'll likely go out and get the 20th anniversary edition of Meteora. Are there anything that you personally would like to highlight, you know, find worthy of mentioning for this box set?
You know, we did work with a Taiwanese artist on this record. This I don't know if you saw the music video for Lost, but one of the leads on this was artist mainly known for her digital work. She goes by People Pleaser. PPLSR. Really cool artist. But she worked with Masae Kujihara. They co-directed our music video, and it's really cool. It's kind of we you know, at the time when we put this record out, a lot of people were making anime videos from you know, existing anime like Dragon Ball Z, that kind of stuff. And so we wanted to kind of pay homage to that. And these artists, they do that. They create animation. So in homage to the spirit of what people were creating back then, we asked them to do that for us, and they did a really cool version of the music video for us.
All right, so everyone go check out the visuals, comb through the documentary, and definitely listen to the previously unreleased demos and singles of Linkin Park's 20th anniversary of Meteora. Today we had the honor of having Joe from Linkin Park. Once again, really appreciate you sharing your time with us. Thank you.
Goodbye, Joey.